Hey everyone, this is my Sniper Go Contracts multiplayer rifle, handgun, and gadget list, weapons list. I've kind of broken everything down by level and given you several different extra things that the game doesn't show you. I'm going to go through strategy, the different weapons, and all the special things, fire rate, and stuff like that. So I got this game around COVID time, March 2020. Loved the game. Did the campaigns before COVID hit, and then decided to go multiplayer. Love it. Deathmatch is my favorite. You can see me at my ID is Necrom601. So give me a shout out if you see me in the game. So the list has rifles, handguns, and gadgets, and what the game offers you, I broke that down into percentages to easily figure that out instead of just a silly bar. So when I started out as beginner, I didn't have much of a strategy and died a lot. So don't get discouraged. It gets a lot better the more you play the game and the higher level you are, of course. So you get you get these weapons at certain levels. The ammo is displayed here, which on the game you just have to have the weapon to get to know what your ammo is. The scope, they don't tell you the scope until you get the weapon, so here that is. Then I did something special. I recorded rapid fire on each weapon, then the interval in between shots. So it shows you the speed of your fire rate there. And then I've also made some notes about the handguns. So let's get into strategy a little bit. As a lower level person, I would concentrate on your rifles and sniping. The handguns really take a lot. You have to hit somebody several times to kill them. You're going to get discouraged because the Spring and the Falcon are probably the most powerful ones. And if they get a good shot on you, you can die in one shot. So just know that going in, face-to-face confrontations are pretty rough. So pick a good spot and snipe. That's what I got. That's what I did to get to the points to get the level that I wanted to get. So another hint, use your frag grenade. Even if someone runs up on you, you can throw it at their feet or in between. And even though it might kill you, you'll still get the points for killing them. So if you don't have any confidence in your weapon, that would be an idea. But at level 6, the most powerful handgun is offered, the Spring Revolver. It's a little unstable and about almost 0.8 seconds in between rounds, which seems like an eternity. But there's still level 26 people who use this level 6 handgun. So that is a pretty good milestone, level 6. At least you have just the most powerful handgun, just like everyone else. So, and the aiming is pretty good. Although it's a little unstable, of course you'll have to do the L1 to aim only when you're going to fire. If you hold down the L, you'll slow up considerably, which is not good because then they can get a beat on you. So another strategy, hopefully when you get to level 10, this was my favorite rifle, OFB SVDM. It has a wide scope so you could see everything going on, but it had a long feel once you zoomed. So I would practice, or I would actually kill people while they were running headshots from a long ways away. And that's kind of a handy skill to have. It can be done if you zoom it properly. So I should note the Blower, that one's got a silencer. The OFB SDM has a silencer. and the Sortis T50 has a silencer. Now that's important because another hint, if you're just using the sound off the TV, I recommend you plug in some headphones into your controller and listen through it through headphones. I've got a mic. Give me a shout out if you watch this video. Necrom601 I go by. So definitely get the headphones. It is worth it. You'll be able to, like people with these higher weapons that are louder, like I forgot the SOOKSV has a silencer too, but like the Ron B82, the 50 cals, anything else, the Strum that don't have silencers, you can hear that and you can triangulate where they are. Also, there will be, once you fire your handgun, or even though it's silenced, there'll be like a little red triangle up at the top to kind of give you a hint of where people are at. But the headphones really does a good job at making you triangulate where people are. If someone runs up on you, you can know exactly where they are by your headphones, where they're running up on you, and turn and face them or do whatever. So let me see, handguns. The stable ones are the Gus, the Rottweil while you're aiming, although it aims wild, and the Fort P99 are real stable when you aim. So I would put your aim sensitivity to the max. Now this one, since it aims wild, there's 20 clicks for your aim sensitivity. I'd put it down to 8. Just so you're not, because I've tried the Rottweil here recently again, and it just swings around like crazy. It's so sensitive. So keep that in mind for the Rottweil, and I think the Gadsden would be a good one to turn down that aim sensitivity, because they just aim wild. Even when you have this aimed, the Gadsden is the most unstable weapon ever. All right, I went through some of that. My favorite is the Falcon. It delivers a knockout power, a little unstable, but this is the best one I could find. And of course, sometimes I go back to the Spring because that's the most powerful too. All right, I went through the handguns. Didn't go through the gadgets much, except for the frag. I use gas mine traps and bouncing betties. I loved it when I got bouncing betties. They can be annoying when you first in the lower levels. You're going to get frustrated with the handguns and the gadget kills, but once you get up into the level 18s and higher, you'll be on par with anyone. Just get good at figuring out and finding your favorite handgun and rifle, and experiment. So I've got another list here, and this is just by damage. So feel free to bookmark these different sections if you ever want to come back and reference this material. This is by damage, what the game gives you. This one's by fire rate, so you can see the Rottweil has the best fire rate. Now, one thing the game didn't offer is the shots between the rounds. You have a certain time, and that is this list. So the Gadsden fires the quickest. The Fort P99, Rottweil, and the my favorite Falcon comes in at about almost a half a second. But while you're moving around, it's still the most powerful and the one I prefer. But there's faster handguns, and the Spring takes the longest in between. So all these are accurate. The speed. A lot of these I'm not exactly sure because some of these scopes seem longer and shorter. Of course, you've got the ammo. And then I just don't know how really accurate it is to the game, but this is what the game has provided. So I think I've gone into everything. Don't get discouraged as a beginner, because it gets funner it gets more fun as you play it. Just have like different strategies for however many people are in the game. If there's a lot, have a different strategy, and you get I think 4 different layouts of different combinations of weapons and stuff like that. If there's a lot of people, I use the SOKSV because I can see a lot of people. Even though this one takes 2 shots to kill somebody, sometimes it's worth it. Of course, the silencers, the one that has the silencers here, this one, the OFB, and the blower. So keep that in mind because you will let your position be known with anything that doesn't have a silencer. So for beginners, I would definitely say keep your silencers, even though the little triangle might show up once you start firing. So we can pretty much triangulate you with the headphones and stuff like I referenced. I talked about the Rottweil, changing your sensitivity to 8 clicks from the bottom because it aims wild, and that would probably go the same for this. And I think I covered pretty much everything. Again, my handle is Necrom601. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Make a bookmark of this if you need to. And I like to make Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts videos. So keep coming back to my channel for great videos. And keep playing the game. It's one of the 2 that I only play, Sniper 3 and this Contracts. They are really fun games. I hope you enjoy this video and keep coming back to this channel.